50 years.
50 years of unity. In 1968, two denominations, the Evangelical United Brethren and the Methodist Church, joined together to form the United Methodist Church.
Also in 1968, the church moved toward dismantling institutional racism by merging the formerly all-black Central Jurisdiction and the all-white Southeastern Jurisdiction.
Central Jurisdiction was a compromise. It was created in order to allow the Methodist Episcopal Church North, the Episcopal Church South, and the Methodist Protestant Church to form the Methodist Church. The black members were sacrificed in order to bring that about, and there's no other way to say it.
So the result of that 1939 merger was that they ended up with 6 jurisdictions. 5 of those were geographical parts of the country, and one of them was purely racial. The Central Jurisdiction took all of the African American churches and put them in a separate jurisdiction.
What advantage did we have in the Central Jurisdiction? One of the real advantages is that we were in position to train and develop leaders, and we elected our own bishops in the Central Jurisdiction.
There had been pressure of all kinds to break this thing down. It had been tried before.
Blacks could not have communion together with. They had to go in a separate area to have communion. Even the body and broken body and shed blood of Christ could not be together in taking communion.
The abolition of the Central Jurisdiction was a must for the EUBs to join with us in that merger. They got us to do what we should have done on our own anyway.
And the burning question for us in the conference was, what must we do so that our Central Jurisdiction brothers and sisters are received graciously in our conference? What do we need to happen?
It was the intentions of the district leaders and Bishop Hunt in the early years to try to make certain that those of us who had come to the conference from the Central Jurisdiction were very much a part of the life of the annual conference.
But most of the people on the committee really wanted to see us move forward in terms of eliminating the Central Jurisdiction. We were striving to be Christians and open the doors of opportunity for everybody, no matter what race or color they might be.
The noun is person. Black and white are adjectives.
First of all, there was some change in integration, some change in the racial feelings about, primarily on the larger stage with the general conference, jurisdictional conference, annual conference level. Races were serving together, but they all came together because they wanted to.
It brought people together as Methodists. We're able to share together. We was able to have meetings together. We were able to bring concerns together. We were able to understand each other, which we never had that experience before.
I know that we're not where we ought to be. I know that we're not where we're going to be. But I also know that we sure as heck weren't where we were.
And I hope that, for the future, that even if we have a special session of the General Conference next year and make decisions about the future of the church, that we will realize that we have faced difficult, critical times, that we didn't fully understand everything before. And I hope that it will inform us that we will not hastily make any decisions that we will later look back upon and you said, why in the world did they split in the 21st century?
It simply means that the church is striving to be inclusive and is moving in that direction. And that the doors of the church are open, both black and white, but the doors of opportunity are open. And that's a blessing.